So, Charlie, what do you make of that result?
Well, it was a great result, wasn't it? We obviously won 2-0 against a good side, and Coventry they were above us before the whistle, and it just shows that we can beat the higher up teams as well. It's a lot.
Were they third, or were they were fourth and we were fifth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'd had a really good start to their season, and I thought they looked pretty good too.
Yeah, in the opening like 10-15 minutes they were pressing us. Yeah, Barbe had to make some really good blocks, and it was they came out. I think they in the first 15 minutes they looked the stronger side.
They did look stronger, and we played pretty much our best starting 11, bar the fact that Lee Wallace wasn't on the pitch. I think he's still injured.
I also think Dykes is better than Austin.
Maybe Dykes is better than Austin, but I think Dykes also makes quite a good power sub, as he proved.
He should start though, realistically.
Yeah, I guess he's still not 100% match fit. So it was a reasonably good first half. I thought we did okay.
Yeah, it was,
defensively. We looked pretty strong.
Yeah.
Dieng made a couple of decent saves. But our back three of Mackie, Barbe, and Device, they all look. Sorry, I mean,
Barbe.
No, I mean, Barbe, Dickey, and Device all looked pretty strong, like a pretty strong unit.
Yeah, I thought going into the break it was quite even.
Quite even, yeah. And I thought we just began to get on top a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
In the second half.
In the last 5 minutes, I think we had some good chances. We forced a couple of really good saves from their keeper. One, a free kick from Chair, which looks like it was flying into the top corner, but the keeper makes a good flying save, and another, I think it was from a long throw in, Device gets his head onto it and keeper makes another good save.
Yeah, I thought, who do you think is stronger, Device or Jimmy Dunn?
Not stronger.
Who's better in
physically.
defence? Who's better? Who's better?
Device.
Yeah, I think so too. But Jimmy Dunn makes a good kind of deputy, a good second choice for that position. And I thought McCallum, who came on again today, he did well.
Started.
Yeah. Sorry, he started today.
Yeah, he looks good. Only got him on loan though, but that's the first real sign of him that we've seen. He started against Oxford, but first league game that he's played.
First league game, yeah. And it was important to win this game because it's our last game going into the international break. And it's the sixth or the seventh game of this season, including the 2 Carabao Cup games. I think it's the sixth game, isn't it?
Seventh.
Is it the seventh? Maybe it's the seventh. Anyway, so that's unbeaten in 7.
Yeah.
And unbeaten at home, 2 away victories. Unbeaten away. So it's pretty good going. And so let's just talk to us about the 2 goals.
Well, it was the second half began, and it was still pretty even. It was kind of like the first half, but in the final third, no team looked to have that finishing punch. But as soon as Dykes came on, it just changed the whole game. You could sense like the crowd wanted it, like they were hyped up for him to come on, and when he did, it changed the game completely. His first involvement, you could say, he didn't actually touch the ball, but the ball comes in, it's headed out for a corner. That's like as soon as he comes on, so that's the first sign of and then of like.
And the goal came from that corner, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it did. Corner came in, nothing came of it, but after a corner, there's always like there's that second chance, and just force the Dykes actually at the edge of the box, and a great finish.
Yeah, Ball. I think Ball provided the assist. Passed it to Dykes, and Dykes took one touch, and then guided it into the bottom. From our left, wasn't it? Bottom left-hand corner.
It was.
And it was pinpoint accuracy.
It was outside of the boot as well, which just makes it that much better. And that curl you get with it, that he got with the outside of his boot, it just took it away from the keeper, because it looks like he's going to save it, but then
I thought he was going to save it, but
just spun away from him and nestled very, very nicely into the side netting.
And that was a huge relief, actually, because at that point I hadn't been completely convinced we were going to win. They looked like they looked capable of beating us, and then I thought, well, are they going to get back into this? You pointed out before that they've often scored some late winners or something.
Yeah, they've scored two 90th minute winners, one in the 98th minute and one in the 96th minute. So
wow. I
thought it would be really good to have that cushion going into 90 minutes, and we got it.
Yeah. It started with a great volley from Barbe, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt it was headed away, and when it's headed away and it's come to the play on the volley, I was like, shoo, because if it goes in, it's an absolute screamer, and it's such a great volley. He connects with it so sweetly, and the problem is with those kind of volleys, you usually get the ball like flying over the bar, but it's such good technique, really gets over the ball, and such a fierce strike, and forces a good save out of their keeper, but he can only parry it back into the danger zone.
Yeah, and Charlie Austin then has a shot.
Austin picks it up, tries to get it onto that right foot, but that's blocked. But it falls to that man again, Barbe, who's there in the box and puts it away.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, Barbe.
Yeah. Barbe, we think Barbe was the man of the match.
So good defensively, and obviously got a goal from centre back.
A match winner at both ends.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was great. So and at the end of that match, we were second in the league, but West Brom hadn't played at that point, and so we're assuming West Brom are playing Peterborough, that they'll beat Peterborough and we'll be third in the league. But third in the league
Still
going
great,
into the international break, that's pretty good.
That's like it's no longer just the beginning of the season. Where,
no, it's harder to say. It's harder to put that down to luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or just having had easy fixtures or anything like that.
So many times in recent seasons we've done well for like the first 3 games, and then it's all gone wrong. But that first international break, that's kind of like how the table's going to shape up for the season.
Yeah.
Those kind of positions.
And the 3 teams we've had at home, Millwall, Barnsley and Coventry, are all pretty good teams, all top half of the table, or at least looks like they'll end up in the top half of the table.
Millwall aren't doing great.
No, that's true.
Picked up their first win today against Blackpool, but Barnsley finished 5th last season, obviously. Good side, Good to get a point out of that, and beating Coventry, who are above us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, great.